Hello traders, today we want to answer a specific candlestick trading question, and the question is, when does a bearish engulfment signal a bearish signal? When does a bearish engulfment signals a bearish signal? All right. So we all know about the bearish engulfment. Well, it's when we have, for instance, a bullish candlestick bar. Okay, a very healthy bullish candlestick bar is in place. Right. And the median line of that, one should know the median line of that bullish candlestick bar. That's the most important part of a candlestick bar, the median line. So that's a bullish candlestick bar. And the following candlestick bar become bearish, is a bearish candlestick bar that closes below the median line of the prior bullish candlestick bar. So here it is. So this one is a bearish candlestick bar after a bullish candlestick bar that closes below the median line of the first bullish candlestick bar. After that, we have what we call a bearish engulfment. It is a reversal pattern, right? But when does a bearish engulfment signal a bearish signal? All right, that is the question we want to answer today. And you want to understand it clearly so you may use the bearish engulfment more accurately. All right. So here I have one example here. You see, this is a bearish engulfment. The first candlestick bar here, this one is bullish. You can see the following candlestick bar closes below the median line of this one here. All right, even when below the low of that bullish candlestick bar, almost trying to go below the median line of this bullish candlestick bar. So almost this candlestick bar, that bearish candlestick bar, goes below the median line of that first bullish candlestick bar, and also this one here. But generally we use only two candlestick bar. Here is a bearish engulfment taking place here. Now the question we want to answer, when does a bearish engulfment signal a bearish trading signal? Well, I think everybody wants to understand that, all right? And I will explain it to you. And from today, you will be able to use the bearish engulfment more precisely. What you need to do, after you have identified a bearish engulfment, we need to draw the low of that bearish candlestick bar. So you see, that's the bearish candlestick bar that is engulfing this one here. So all we do care about is to draw a line at the low of that bearish candlestick bar. Do you know that? Or have you been using that for years? And you see, George, you are not teaching me anything new. All right, let us know in the comment section. So that's it. That bearish engulfment will signal a bearish trading signal if the price finds a resistance below the low of the bearish candlestick bar. So anytime from today, if you see a bearish engulfment, right, draw the low of that bearish candlestick bar and wait until the price finds a resistance below the low of that bearish candlestick bar. And in this case, it did happen here. You see this one? So it breaks below that low of that bearish candlestick bar and then retest it here. That is the signal. That is the time when that bearish candlestick bar, okay, signal a bearish trading signal here, right here. after that, you see, after the signal is fired, look, it went down. I want to show you another example. I don't want the video to be too long. And you understand from today what is a bearish. So this is a bearish engulfment, yes or no, this one. So we have a bullish candlestick bar, and then we have this bearish candlestick bar that engulfed it. In fact, that bearish candlestick bar was engulfing almost 3 bullish candlestick bar. Can you see that? Almost, it went to the below the median of this one, almost below the median of this one. It went below this, the median of this one, and then below the median of this one. So that bearish candlestick bar right there, as we are looking at, is a bearish engulfment. Yes or no? Everybody agree? Now what do we need to do? Draw the low of that bearish candlestick bar. So remember where we are now. We are here. We're talking about this candlestick bar. We draw the low. I'm going to color that line into green. That's the green on my chart. That's the low of the candlestick bar. So as you can see, you see the fight that was going on. Carefully, the bullish trader did not allow that low of that bearish candlestick bar to become a resistance. You see here, price went below it, but did not. You see, we didn't have break below retest. Look carefully. Here again, he went below it, but they push it back above it. Look here, he went below it, we push it. Here he closed below it, which means he braced below it. We would prefer it to retest it and find a resistance. It did not. He closed back above it. Here again, you see, he went up a little bit below it, but it closed back above it. So that bearish engulfment right there did not signal a bearish signal at all. Though we have a bearish engulfment, you can see that the price did not find a resistance below the low of that bearish engulfment as it did here. You get it now? There are more examples that we can look at. This is another one here. This is engulfment. So if I move this red line there to that low, so now I'm talking about this one here. All right? The price did not break below that low and find a resistance. All right, you see now. There's another one here. A bullish candlestick bar, a bearish candlestick bar. I'm on the monthly chart, by the way. All right, here it is. Again, if you pay attention to that red line, the price did not break below and retest it. But here it is, it did happen. He break below it and then retest it and find a resistance. And from that point onward, he has signaled the down move. People are just selling it down. Isn't it beautiful? So this is about answering a specific question: when does a bearish engulfment signal a bearish trading signal? If you have any question or suggestion, put in the comment section, and in due course, I will be recording another video to answer your specific question. So anytime we identify a bearish engulfment, the next step is to draw the low of the bearish candlestick bar and wait until the price breaks below that low and find a resistance. So after this candlestick bar is closed, you see, it breaks below and retest. If you want to enter at early stage after that candlestick bar closed below it, you are waiting for a retest and you don't want to wait too long, you need to go to the monthly chart. But it is always better, like you see the engulfment on the monthly chart, all right? You want to trade it like the setup is for the monthly chart. So here it is, he break below, now he retest it here on the monthly chart, and he found a resistance, and here it is, it come down. You will use a top-down trading method at the retest point here. If you go, for instance, see, after this candlestick bar is closed, now this one is open, it's going up, it hit it. Alright, you will see on a daily chart at early stage, you will see on a weekly chart at early stage. You monitor the reaction here. If you find a resistance there, you use a top-down trading method and then sell it at early stage down, like a pro. Alright, if you like this video, please let us know by giving us your beautiful thumbs up. I like to see that. Alright, that encouraged me a bit more to keep posting video on YouTube. Your interaction is very important for us. Your comment, your suggestion. Okay, we really appreciate them. Let us know what you think, please. All right. If you think that, Joe, this is another ridiculous, okay, blah blah blah, mark it down. I pay attention to the dislike also, and I try to find out. I try to go into the mind of the trader who mark it down and say, what have we not done very well here? What can we improve? Okay, so if you don't like it, mark it down. If you think this is an amazing tutorial, feel free to help us by sharing on Google Plus, on Twitter, and also on Facebook with your friend. That will help, okay, the trading community, so we can all, okay, do exactly the same thing, so no one is messing up somebody else's trade. All right. So this will conclude our discussion today about answering a specific question: when does a bearish engulfment signal a bearish trading signal? Happy trading to you all, and I will speak to you soon.